So let's talk about bad marketing. And there's so many different forms of bad marketing, but I want to make sure that you don't make this really specific mistake, which is asking questions in your advertising that gets an immediate no response, right? We tend really to want to do the opposite. We want to elicit or we want to draw out from somebody a yes answer, right? Because if we ask a question of somebody and they say yes, it means they are acknowledging something, they are connecting to something, and they're probably going to listen and at least stay for what comes next. And that is actually the goal of really great marketing, which is to give somebody something that gets them to engage with the next thing, and the next thing gets them engaged to the next thing. And that engagement could just be keeping reading and not going away. But if you insert questions here, and this is the pro tip, ask questions that elicit a yes, you're going to raise the elevation of the energy of the person. You're going to raise their buy-in. You're going to increase their know, like, and trust factor really fast. But you're also just going to give them a better experience where they're nodding their head and going, yes, I dig this. I really dig this. So long story short, I'm watching a lot of tennis at the moment because the Australian Open is on, one of the 4 Grand Slams throughout the year. And I watch a lot more commercials because I'm watching live matches on TV. And when they're changing ends and taking that minute and a half break, I'm watching commercials or trying to do something else. Whereas normally, right, down for Hulu, up for something like Netflix, I'm going to watch something without a commercial. I don't want to watch as many commercials. Number one, they're boring to me, but number two, I know I am susceptible to commercials like everyone else. I don't want stuff getting stuck in my mind, nor do I want at 11 p.m. to be reminded that something looks delicious and I really want to eat it when I do not want to be eating something at 11 p.m. But all of this comes to say there's this ridiculous commercial on, which is something about, I don't even know, it's a bad ad. I don't even remember what it's for. It's a politician or a celebrity, and there's a person in their motorcade driving their SUV. And the SUV, the commercial voiceover says, "Haven't you always wondered what they're driving?" About the person in the motorcade. And immediately I'm like, no, I've never once in my life wondered what someone in the motorcade is driving when they happen to be driving the VIP SUV, right? I don't really care. I haven't thought about that. And I gotta say, like anyone else, if one of those motorcade drivers is especially attractive, like anyone else, I'm noticing that they're attractive and I'm paying attention, but not because they are a motorcade driver, obviously. So this is an immediate question that is so over the top, it's probably designed to be ludicrous, but it just gives me a poor experience. It's worth talking about because I see people coming up with concepts for these ad campaigns that tend to not connect to the next step, which is like the landing page if you're online marketing. And what's the point then? You're raising somebody up to drop them down. Or you're connecting with them in such a way, but you're giving them a poor experience because they're like, no, that's not what I'm interested in. So, pro tip of the day, ask questions that get a yes answer where people are having a better experience, increase the know, like, and trust because you are having them engage better through the process, step by step by step by step. And the more yeses you get in the course of your marketing, the more engaged people are going to be to go to the next step. That's your goal. Giving people a great positive experience, raising their energy, getting them to say yes to something, even if that is something that has more pain points to it, but get them engaged and asking questions and responding to questions even more. No reason to get the constant no when they don't really care. We want to avoid that altogether and shoot towards something that is meaningful for them and gets the yes.